Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are here with a savings with friends. And since it is like the first one after the monthly closeout, we are updating our 52-week challenge. So we receive $5 a week, and so this month we're counting it as a 4-week month. So we are going to save $20. And that is going towards our gratitude challenge for the month. And I've already updated the image, so I've already colored in the four squares, or they're not really squares, are they? What are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's that? What is that? Is that a hexagon? No, I think that's 5. I don't even know, but they're a little honeycomb shaped. We'll go with that. Anyway, so yeah, so we're saving that. And then for our subscriber challenge, you guys are absolutely amazing. I gained 98 subscribers this month. That blew me away. Welcome to everyone that is new. Just welcome. So yeah, so I save $1 for every new subscriber. And you can see this reflected when I do the Transfer Tuesdays and I show you how I move the money for our savings in YNAB on our Transfer Tuesdays. But anyways, I've already updated these sheets so to reflect. So basically every time I color in complete 10 here, I get to color in a little triangle there. So we're getting very close to that 1,000 subscriber mark, which is really cool. So for watch hours, I do the same thing. I save a dollar for every watch hour. And for those of you who have been there, you know the watch hours have become a challenge because once you pass that 365-day mark, it's like quicksand. But I was able to gain 19 watch hours this week because of all of you. You guys are so amazing. I had people running my playlist for me. I can't thank you enough. I really can't. Yeah, I appreciate it so much. So, I did update this challenge because we were able to color in one more clock. But I left this note here for myself because I wanted to update this on screen just to kind of give you a little behind the scenes of how that's done. So we're going to delete this because we don't need that anymore. That was like a note to myself. So basically this, because I gained 19, each one of these is worth 4. So these 4 would be 16. And I put a little slash here to mark off if I don't get a full one colored in. So with 16 and then 3 more here, that would be 19. And then this one, so this one would be complete as well. And we'd be starting with a fresh, completely blank sheet for this challenge. So if you double click, let me just say, if you double click on it, this window will open. And then if you click on the challenge, it will give you this option to replace the image. And then you can go and browse on your computer and go and find the image, which I have to scroll all the way down for. Probably should have just typed in mini and it would have brought me way closer. This one. And now we have a completely blank one that we're starting with for going forward. So I'm up to 600 watch hours, which I'm not complaining. I'm really not, because it was better than the quicksand that I was dealing with, but I still feel like it's so far away. 4,000 hours is so far away. But I'm determined to get there. So anyway, so we'll be saving $19 for that challenge. And again, you could see that in YNAB on the Transfer Tuesday video when I um, move the money for my savings goals. So moving into our savings with friends, um, this month I'm just going to be doing minis, and every week I'm going to feature new challenges. Whether I can keep this up or not, I don't know. But for this month at least, I'm featuring new challenges each week. So for this week, we have the first challenge from Sunflower Budgets, and that one's going to my son's college. For the second challenge, we have Mintbudgets, and that one's going to retirement. For the third challenge, we have that coming from Saving with Sam, and it's going to my retirement. For the fourth challenge, that comes from Diamondbudgets, and that's going to my son Liam's college. And for the fifth challenge, we have Angela Marie 888, and that's actually going to my house fund, which is a new category. I'll talk about that in a minute. But for the sixth challenge, which is coming from Grammi'sJourney and more, it's also going to the house fund. So if you saw in the last Transfer Tuesday, we finished out my daughter's college savings for the time being. I am monitoring it because, as the older kids drop off our tax refund, our FAFSA might change and stuff, so we'll see. If we need to bring it back in and add more money to it, it is what it is. But for now, we're just going to kind of leave it as is. And my husband and I were discussing what goal we wanted to do next. And we kind of ended up with a compromise. If you saw, I don't know if this video is out yet. I don't know the order that these are going to kind of play out, but he wanted to save for a new car for himself, which he does need. And I was like, but a car is like, I said this in the other video too, but I feel like it's like a normal thing that every several years you're going to need to replace. And being that we're coming into and approaching like the retirement years, we should look at it a little differently, because should be something that is like almost like a regular sinking fund category that we're building up so that every 10-15 years we have the money to get a new car, rather than like a savings goal. I view these savings goals a little bit differently. I view them a little bit more like investments, and rather than like a car is a depreciating asset. So a little back and forth there with my husband and stuff, and we decided that we would do like a compromise where we would put the car as a sinking fund and the house fund as the savings goal. So for the house fund, it's a little bit of a mix of things. We have about 7, according to the maturity date on our loan, we have about 7 years on our house, but we did at one point pay extra on it, so I think we really only have about 6 years. I think sometime in 32 it will be done, and we will be done paying for this house. But we've always had a goal that we were going to move closer to my in-laws and the farm, because we live about an hour from there right now, and they're needing more and more help, and so it's always been on our radar to do that. Originally, though, we thought that we would sell this house, roll the money into whatever we buy over there. But we've been going back and forth on that and whether or not to keep this as a rental and just buy something. And then we would probably end up with a mortgage into retirement, which is, not something we're too fond of. So we're still uncertain how it'll all play out. But the reality is, either way, we need money to move. even if we want to sell this and roll the money into the next house, we still need money up front to put down on the next house and all that jazz. So for now, we're just saving. And then what we're doing also is we're reading a lot on real estate investing and trying to learn a lot and figure out if it's even something we want to do. And the only reason we're really entertaining the idea at all is because of my husband's skill set. Because my husband is currently a property manager. He's just a W-2 property manager, but he is a property manager. He knows how to manage properties. He knows what's involved in it. He's doing it. So it wouldn't be completely out of the wheelhouse, but we want to learn more of the financial aspects of it so that we can kind of figure out if this is something that's for us or not. So over the next couple of years, that's kind of what we're going to be doing, is learning more about that aspect, but in the meantime, saving the money, because either way, we're going to need money to transition to a different house, closer to my in-laws and the farm, and somebody's going to be able to be there closer and help them more. So that's kind of our game plan in this time frame. So that's our new goal, a house fund. But anyways, let's get started in our little minis. So our first rule is for $1, and it is number 2, which is going to retirement. So let us mark down retirement. So it puts the $1 over here. Oh, and we're only working with $22, which is fine. But so let's come in here, and we gotta make a little X and move it over here and kind of cover one of those little ice creams. Okay. And let's see what our next roll is. 4, which is going to my son's college. So let's mark down college, and we'll come in here and duplicate that little X and mark one of these rocks off. Okay, so let's see, roll again. Who's gonna get the money? Number 3. Number 3 is retirement. So we'll mark down retirement and duplicate that little X and bring it over. And there we go. All right, let's see. 6. 6 is going to the house fund. And duplicate it. All right, so far retirement's in the lead here. Let's see. 1 is Sunflower Budgets, my son's college. So, oh, I forgot to select it. Duplicate it and come cover one of these little cute little honey jars. Isn't that bear so cute? Oh my goodness. And mark off my son. 2 is going to retirement, so we're gonna make sure we assign it there and come in here and duplicate the little X and mark off another cute little ice cream cone. I have to say, mint chip ice cream is my favorite. That and coffee. They're my two favorite go-tos for ice cream. Okay, so let's see. 6. And that is going to our house fund. And let's see, we have $15 left. I think I made it so there's like one spacey 5 in here. So we rolled a number 4, which is my son's college. Bam Bam. I used to watch Flintstones when I was a kid. Was I Pebble? I might have even been Pebbles for Halloween one year, but I got a little. Like, I don't even think I chose it for myself. I think maybe I was like 2 or something like that. I can't remember that. I vaguely remember that. But anyways, let's roll again. 4. My son's college again. And there's that spicy 5, 2. So that's going to retirement. So retirement is coming out in the lead, guys. All right. Roll again. 6. So 6 is going to the house fund. And we got to all right, let's see, $1, 3 going to retirement. And 5, yay, 5 got something. 5 is the house fund. Okay, and we roll again. Number 1, my son's college. All right. Six, the house fund. I feel like I should be talking, but then I'm like trying to concentrate at the same time on what I'm doing. Oh boy. So yeah, so this month, I don't know when you're going to be seeing this within this month, but we have a very crazy, busy month. Like I said, my husband's birthday is this month, and 6 is the house fund. My daughter's birthday is this month, and then my daughter also is graduating from grad school this month, and my son's birthday is this month, and we have Mother's Day. So, very crazy. But I know it's all good stuff. It's all positive stuff. So it's just gonna completely destroy my budget though, which is like makes me sad a little. All right, let's see. How are we doing? Oh, we have $2 left, and retirement's in the lead. Yay for retirement. Okay, let's see who gets these last $2. So we rolled a 3, which is retirement. So let's come in here and give it another X. And mark it down. And then this is going to be our last roll, guys. Let's see who gets this last dollar. 6. So 6 is our house fund. And okay. So there we go. So everything got something. All the challenges got at least something. And my son's college got $5 this month. Retirement got 10, and the house fund got 7. So little amounts, but that's okay. That's all right. If you want to see how I do all this in the budgeting software, check out the Transfer Tuesdays, because that's where I will move the money that we were able to save. So each Friday, whatever the challenges were, that following Tuesday, I will be doing the transfers. And that's kind of how I do it. So, not bad. Retirement, $10. I'll take it. And our new house fund for the win. Both of them. Yeah. And so I'm not sure how the whole house thing will play out, because we're probably not moving probably until at least the 7 years, if I'm being honest. Because my son, first of all, has 3 more years of school, so we definitely won't be leaving until then. And then he's got 4 years of college, and I want to make sure, or at least have a good idea of that we're good for college. Like, we have enough, we're gonna get through that, and then fine, before I start to think about the potential of even taking on another mortgage and all that kinds of stuff. Because I theoretically, what our original plan was of selling this and rolling it into the next house, so we stayed mortgage free, because by the time my son's graduated from college, this mortgage will be done. So everything will be happening all at that same time. But now we have a new possibility here. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Researching real estate investing. If any of you own rentals and you have experience in this, let me know in the comments, because I would love to know. I'd love to get your insight and your intake on it all. Because this would be totally new to us. I mean, like I said, my husband's a property manager now, and so he kind of knows that role. So it wouldn't be like we wouldn't be going fully blind, but I'm sure there's still a lot we don't know. So, anyway, that is it for this week's Savings with Friends. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share my channel with others, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.